The Bug Behind the Dresser, written by Melodic, Mistress. Ethan! Yes, Mom? Ethan scurried down the stairs for breakfast. Before his mom could repeat the call, he was already at the breakfast table. How'd you sleep last night? Said Mom. Good, replied Ethan. Okay, well, eat up your breakfast because today we have to get going. I have to get you to school on time and prepare for a meeting at work. Ethan swished away his orange juice and inhaled his waffles. After breakfast, Ethan headed back up to his room to get his backpack when he had saw a bug run past the dresser. Ethan let out a horrifying scream. Blah! Crash! And bolted out of his room, slamming the door. Ethan's mom immediately came running to the stair landing, saying, "Is everything okay up there?" Ethan began crying as he ran down the stairs, furiously, panting hard and mumbling. I saw, it was, his mom said, "Slow down, what's happening?" Ethan said, "Mom, I just saw a huge bug and it ran behind the dresser. It really frightened me. I never seen anything like it before." Ethan's mom said, "Oh, don't be silly. It probably was just a cricket that got caught in the window. Let me go check." She quickly ran up the stairs and opened up Ethan's bedroom door and looked behind the dresser. "Aha!" she said. Ethan said, "I see, I told you." She said, "Yes, just as I expected. There is an old gym sock back here and an old train." Ethan peeked in the door nervously. "There's no bug. Maybe you scared him off and he left through the window," said Mom. Ethan then ran to the window and shut it fast. They headed off to school. The entire car ride, all he could think about was the bug he saw. I wonder what kind of bug that was. Does it fly? It's probably poisonous. Maybe there's more than one. All these questions and thoughts went through his mind. At that moment, Ethan's mom said, "Ethan, are you listening to me?" He said, "Huh?" I said, "Your dad will be picking you up this afternoon because I have to go to the library to return some books after work." Ethan said, "Okay, Mom." As they pulled up in front of the school, Ethan kissed his mom and waved so long. During the school day, Ethan's daydreamed often, thinking of ways to capture and smoosh in that bug for good. Toward the end of the school day, Ethan asked for the hall pass and ran to the school library to begin searching for bug books. Trying to remember the one he saw earlier, he began to over-exaggerate at his imagination. It was hairy, with a ton of eyes. It made a croaking sound, and then realizing he didn't even remember what the bug looked like because he ran so fast out the room. As he left feeling defeated, he knew the last school bell was getting ready to ring, and it would be time to go home. Ethan returned to class, packed up his books, and cleaned up his area. Then the teacher tapped on his shoulder and said, "Remember, tomorrow is show and tell." He replied, "Okay. Have a nice day, Miss Jackson." Ethan headed out the school door looking at Dad's blue car. The entire car ride home, Ethan's dad talked about his day and asked Ethan what did he want for dinner. Truth was, Ethan was so detached from the conversation that his dad stopped the car, asking Ethan, "Are you okay? What's wrong? You haven't said a word the entire time to me about your day." Ethan whimpered, "The truth is, Dad, I'm scared." Then Ethan began to spill the morning story about the bug sighting. Dad said, "Well, we won't let that little buggy take over our home. We must be diligent and must find that bug." As they pulled up to the house, Ethan's heart began racing with fear, but knowing that the bug was anywhere, it could be anywhere now. Perhaps they had multiplied. Dad grabbed Ethan's hand and said, "Let's go take back our home." They opened the door and walked in tiptoeing and looking around. They immediately got to work. Dad said, "Son, the first thing we need is a jar with a lid and a spoon." Dad got the supplies from the kitchen and they started heading up towards Ethan's bedroom. Dad whispered, "I'll go first." Ethan's heart was racing so fast, he felt like running out the house screaming. Dad said, "Hand me the jar. I think I see something." Ethan couldn't watch. He heard a loud clank and a swish. Okay. We're all done here. Dad said, "Ethan, open up one eye." Looked over, he saw a stick-like bug in a glass jar. He said, Dad, you caught it." Dad replied, "Yes, it is a praying mantis." "A praying mantis?" Ethan replied. "Yes, a praying mantis," Dad said. "They bring good luck, and they are harmless, and they are actually very, very rare." "He must have gotten in through a hole in the window screen," said Dad. As Ethan held the jar in his hand, he realized the bug wasn't so scary at all. He was actually pretty cool. Ethan said, "I just got my show and tell project for tomorrow." The next day at school, show and tell was the highlight of Ethan's day. He went on and on saying, "Yes, we were quick and diligent." "Diligent," the kids responded. "What does that word mean, Ethan?" The kids were amazed, and Ethan was no longer afraid. On the ride home from school, Ethan took the praying mantis to the local park in the grass area and set him free. The end. Learn a new word. The author writes these series of books to educate the reader and learning a new word every book while engaging the story to inspire a new thing to overcome. In this particular book, the word is diligent. Definition of diligent means having or showing care and conscientious in one's work or duties. Please continue to read my stories as I want to encourage children to expand their vocabulary as well. Thank you.